Today is the 18th annual Seaside Le Mans here at the Mashpee Commons. Behind me there are 16 teams of F1 kart drivers racing to raise funds for the Cape Cod community. Today's race is expected to raise over $600,000 for 5 beneficiaries. Over $6.5 million has been raised over the past 18 years by this fundraiser alone.
We've got 16 teams of local driving sponsors out there on the track for a 4-hour endurance race. They switch in and out of the carts over the 4 hours, teams of 6 drivers, and they've each made a donation to drive for our 5 beneficiaries this year. We have the Alzheimer's Family Support Center of Cape Cod, Dream Day on Cape Cod Children's Place, Cape Cod Theatre Company, home of the Harwich Junior Theatre, and Cape Cod Healthcare as this year's beneficiaries.
I remember being at the very first Seaside Le Mans when it was in downtown Hyannis, and I never thought that it would last for 17 years or that I'd be around to be the Grand Marshal 17 years later. But it's a really special event for Cape Cod, raises a lot of money, does a lot of good work, and quite the honor.
Come fly with me, let's float down to Peru. In Llama Land, there's a one-man band, and he'll toot his flute for you. Come fly with me, let's take off in the blue. Once I get you up there where the air is rarefied, we'll just fly starry-eyed. Once I get you up there, I'll be holding you so near. Cheer, because we're together.
Personally, I'm overwhelmed when you can raise $600,000 in a day and help organizations that are doing so much for the Cape. It hits you real hard. We've raised over $6 million, on our way to $6.5 million, and growing, and couldn't be happier.
And how about the beneficiaries? What can you say about them this year?
The beneficiaries are so appreciative of the challenge to raise more monies and leverage the dollars that we have and get the exposure so that people understand what they do for the community and help so many folks that are here that could be our neighbors. It's wonderful.
And what's different about this year than any other year?
I'm a year older. In all honesty, we were oversubscribed for volunteers approximately a week ago, and we were seeking 150 volunteers. And the second thing is we're building 240 bikes for kids right behind us. We just crossed the 100 bike mark, and we're hardly even into it. They still got 4 more hours to go, so we'll have 240 bikes picked up by 10 organizations that work with kids to help those that aren't that fortunate to have one. What could we do to help people understand philanthropy who are teenagers? Well, you've got about 50 of them building bikes right now. It's all good.
What kind of feedback are you getting from people putting together the bikes?
They're having a ball. I mean, we've got a ton of volunteers over here. We actually have probably as many volunteers as we have bikes. So people are eager to come over and build some bikes, and they're having a good time with it. And that's a great cause, and we can't wait to see the kids riding around on them. So it should be good.
It's a great way to really pull together the community. I think something like this, it's fun and exciting, but for it to be a good cause, it's just awesome.